Hello and welcome back. We are going into the next episode now. As described last time, we are going to work on our Pan-Asian combine here, which I'm not going to show in detail except like maybe the major achievements like merging United Malay into it and see our resulting numbers from that. Meanwhile, we are going to return our armies here now that we have integrated Taiwan. Probably leave 3 armies here for the Southeast Asian campaign. Yeah, probably. But let's just move forward here. We are still preparing our better ships. We do need to push high temperature superconductors. We also started inertial confinement confusion. Yeah, and also doing hydro warfare. Yeah, so this will all take a while, which means we have a bit of time and probably time skips here. Yeah, there's still 16 left here in Mexico. That's like extremely massive. And how GDP works is that these regions with core economic regions get more assigned economy. So the GDP per capita in Mexico City is higher than in non-economic regions, which means that Mexico most likely will keep increasing now. So 23 is not the maximum it can reach. Especially in China, this can get out of hand quite heavily if one invests a lot into GDP here. So, like these provinces with 140 or 120, 130 can get huge amounts of possible MC. But we are not going to go crazy here right now. Question is, do we want to... Now let's keep it this way for the moment. I still want to boost up the economy here and also do more welfare here. But yeah, let's keep going and develop ourselves. Okay, quite funny event here. Safe driving vehicles. So we can pick either that the manufacturers decide how unavoidable collisions are handled. We can put it on protect life, protect vehicles, or target opposing faction assets, which is funny. It would give us a passive ops income +5. It's quite a lot. It's attractive, but I'm going to keep it in the manufacturer's hands here, +5% knowledge priority. I think it's worth it in the long run.
We were unable to increase security.
Again. Wait a second.
Prepping for next mission.
We can't investigate her, in fact, so let's do something which I normally don't want to do. Yeah, she has no loyalty at all. Which means we have one thing to solve here. We have to get her loyalty up. Adamantine is done, so that's our newest armor here. And now the question is, I think there was something I wanted to do. The purpose? No. I mean, there's a lot of stuff we need to do, like against the enthrall stuff, but there are no agents on Earth right now. Money cost no. Media literature training. Exactly, that's what I wanted to do. Another 5% knowledge bonus. I want that. Meanwhile, we push high temperature here and continue onwards. Okay, our first ship have finished of the new design. So the Battlecruiser flagship at Earth and Mars have finished. And now, of course, we can merge everything together. Merge. Oh, wait a second. The monitors are now, of course, outdated. Therefore, we can scuttle them. There we go. They are gone, and now we can, in fact, work with that. Now, we do have ship classes here, also the monitor. Bye-bye. We can now upgrade our flagship. So our flagship will get the newest armor, of course, so they steel, titanium, iron carbide, nanotube. So we are going to upgrade to adamantine here, which means these 3 here. So flagship worth 2. What else can we upgrade? We can upgrade the heat sink. So where are you? Here. So don't need the water anymore. Also not the heavy water and the heavy sodium sink. We're going with the normal sodium sink. So we are going to upgrade from 100 gigajoule to 370 gigajoule. I'm not sure if I can do... Yeah, I can do both at the same time. Good. Targeting computer is up to date. Flag brush is up to date. Everything else looking fine. Oh, wait a second. What armor did we have? 115, right? That was our design, I think. 12 kps. So let's keep it for the moment. Yeah, let's keep it like this. We don't need anything else, right? I mean, this one would be nice, but I don't really see a slot for this right now. We don't need an ECM because we don't have it working against aliens yet. So let's slap in repair bay. No. Marines, space lab. No. Why not this guy? It's 2 kps there. Let's rather stay with the ECM and then get it working for aliens. Safe design. Yes, perfect. And we are also going to upgrade our siege class here. So armor is now the new one. It works like this. And okay, so upgrade the heatsink here to sodium. There we go. 2.2 component armor here. Good question. But maybe we want here the hydrogen thingy. This one as siege furthest 2. So, and now we can in fact refit our flagships first. This one at Earth. And we are going to refit this one at Mars. Perfect. We are going to construct a new ship here, at least one siege class version 2 at low Earth orbit. In fact, 2 at low Earth orbit, right? Oh, wait a second. I have to be careful here now. Let's just retrofit our flagships for the moment. We still need more fleet power here before we can do something. Do we trust this one though? Let's go to the Mars shipyard. Let's in fact reduce everything down to 1 layer defense array. So 1, 2, 250 to 230. That's fine. So 2 more shipyards here. That's good. And now the Earth shipyard here also has 2 layered defense arrays, but we can also reduce 1 more here. We are now also at 250 to 210 in fact, but that's even less. Yeah, let's do it. And when we have more ships, we can remove more of them. And yeah, let's retrofit one after the other and upgrade them continuously. So the next upgrades we want is, for example, a salvage bay. In fact, we could put the salvage bay on our flagship, for example. So instead of CCM, yeah, that's probably a good idea. Yep, that's a good idea. Very good. Now we can continue here. We are currently very slowly attack into these regions here. So we are going here into Cambodia next. Meanwhile, we are trying to work on Thailand to make a coup d'etat here. And we also need to do the same at Vietnam because of the nukes. And here because of the alliances, and also here because of the alliance. But it's just slow work. Yeah, slow work. Okay, let's continue. We have to be slightly careful with our mission controls, so really let's get our shipyards going. And yeah, maybe let's build 1 more ship here. 1 siege class at Mars. Well, then we have 3 ships at each planet. Yeah, we should fit that. That should be possible. And yes, and then afterwards we make some Marines, because when we do this and we are feeling confident, then we are going to do everything at the same time, take over new bases from these aliens and servants and so on, build more ships like crazy, and so on and so on and so on. Sounds great. Okay, let's skip ahead here. Okay, well, we have finished Hydra biowarfare. The revelation that, for all their arrogance, the Hydra have a deep-seated fear of biological assault. A deep-seated fear of biological assault? Now what? I think there's 2 words here. Has been a guiding light as we seek an easier way to slaughter them, and ultimately defeat them once and for all. Our studies have confirmed that due to the invaders' very nature, a particular form of a bioweapon is indeed the Achilles heel. Our virologists have been able to exploit this weakness to devastating effect in a small-scale testing. By doing so at a scale required to put an end to the inhuman threat will require greater innovation. Okay.
Found the weapon that can win this war, Colonel.
I can't believe I was saying this, but we've got some good news. We finally learned why the Hydras are so frantic about the possibility of biological warfare. Those parasites they use to talk to each other go straight into the most vulnerable parts of Hydra's system without being filtered at all. Which means that if those parasites contain something harmful, it gets full access. It's like a human eating poison, except a Hydra can't vomit or spit it out. Of course, there's bad news as well. While parasites make it incredibly easy to infect a Hydra with a bioweapon, they don't make them any easier to kill. The virologists tried a dozen different virus designs to attack Hydra tissue or cell structure, none worked. The Hydra immune system is just too strong. As soon as the virus started to spread, the Hydra leukocytes would adapt and wipe it out. Okay, so this is a part that isn't going into the AAR. One of our virologists is a guy called, I will call Dr. S. You haven't heard of him, but you would recognize his work. I really didn't want to bring him on board, but the handful of people who knew him admitted that he was the best, and he delivered. Dr. S took a different approach to the rest of our team. Instead of trying to beat the Hydra immune system, he came up with a way of compromising it. His virus migrates to the part of the Hydra anatomy they are calling the bursa, the Hydra equivalent to human bone marrow. Doesn't do any damage, just changes the recipe. The altered bursa produce altered leukocytes, and the altered leukocytes attack the Hydra system. Basically, it takes that super strong immune system the Hydra have and turns it against them. That's slow, but once it gets going, well, let's just say it's effective. I've seen the tests and I honestly believe we've got the weapon that can win this war. Now we need a delivery system. Okay, so that's going to probably be the next project or quest that we are going to get. Now the question is, what do we want to continue? And probably let's get exotic materials because we need it for the tier 3 coil guns. Meanwhile, we are going to finish up high temperature superconductors for the tier 2 coil guns. What else is happening? We have been relaxing a bit because I noticed something which could jeopardize the whole thing we are doing here right now. The cohesion here is fractured. We need to get out of fractures to keep the whole thing stable here when we merge it. So we could already unify, but I didn't pay attention to the cohesion. That's why I'm going to do only unity here right now to get this one up. Could also consider to do a little bit of unity here just to have more room, but I'm not sure how much we actually need here in the Pan-Asian Combined for a merge. So yeah, we are going to do this until we are out of fractured here. Let's see when this happens. Okay, now we have just done executive privilege, which is something useful to avoid crackdown missions on us. But more importantly, I just wanted to finish this one because now we have improved coil guns here. That's exactly what we need. And I'm going to push more or less everything into it. And now the question is now, can we make it work to unify here? That would be awesome.
Order is returning.
Okay, unrest is gone, that's good. Next one will be a war declaration for Myanmar, which we're going to integrate here. So declare war on Myanmar. Everybody goes in. There we go. And move here. And next step is the unification here. Let's hope it works. Unify Malay. And yes, it worked. So it was worth it to boost unity in Malay, also in Pan-Asian Combined, because now we are down to 2.9. We lost 5.5. Okay, that's a lot in fact. Now we are going back here into everything which we need here. Just remember that we could have invested points and influence into mission control, but probably doesn't matter. Yeah, it's relatively the same cost here. Influence is relatively high though. Yeah, it's a lot higher in fact. Yeah, we should have done this before, maybe. If we were to do this here, we can't. Here, also we can't. Well then, doesn't matter. Would have been like 1 or 2, yeah, maybe 2 mission control that we could have invested here. How expensive is it here? Cheaper in fact, yeah, we could get one for like 600, yeah, okay. Still relatively expensive though. We do need a better influence income here to be able to do mass mission control investments for when we need them. Okay, and yeah, let's see. We have 80 mission control here now. What do we want to do though? We need a little bit of unity, of course, so let's use 4 here and see where we end up with. The GDP went down significantly, but we do have 2.1 billion people now. Knowledge also went down, so I do think that I want to do a little bit of economy here now. Knowledge, of course, and maybe like this. And I think we're going to relax a little bit on welfare here. Something like this. Let's see where we go with these points, investment points. Now, Myanmar is getting integrated, another 60 million people. last and but not least, here's going to be Vietnam. A new navy, yes, perfect. Ah, yeah. In fact, we should check our stuff here now. So we probably can get rid of one army, which is going to be this one. That's fine with me. And oh, this one's going to be in a fight though. Yeah. Now we can change our investments. So now Alex here is continuing to work here. Okay, let's see. 1.5k to 1.7. So USA is still better significantly. We do have 2 advice here now.
Ready.
Next will be a coup d'etat here.
Ready to go.
Yes. Okay, I'm going to do this. I'm going to continue, and just most importantly is we have the coil gun batteries here now. We do have 2 fleets here with 3 ships each. Our shipyards are starting to get changed. We are going to remove the last layer defense area now as well, because we have 3 ships. So another shipyard here. That's fine. Then we have 5 of them. Let's also get rid of the skunk works here. Yes, 6. That's good. And then the shipyard here on Earth. 4 currently. 5. Yeah, we can't fit another one here unless we remove the administration node, right? 40 energy. Yes. Gives us 4 command points. That's not worth it. So, shipyard. That way we are going to have a lot of shipyards as soon as these ones finish, and then we are going to start building. We do need a better... In fact, let's push this one, 9th of June. So we can wait for the improved coil gun, then we make battleships with that. Yes, I think that's a good idea. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. So let's jump ahead slightly and then redesign that ship. Okay, here we go. We have finished improved coil gun batteries. And now we can... maybe get these ones here as backup as well. I would like them to have them. Ships of the line are going to finish soon, so let's get them as well to investigate what kind of ships we are going to build. The conquest here of Myanmar is really slow, and we are taking a lot of damage here, which is annoying, but well, we have to get through that apparently. What we are going to do though is we're going to move our Vietnamese armies out of the way. Going to continue hunting plants here. And
what's the up?
I'm here.
No, we don't need to do public opinion here anymore. Instead, we do need a war declaration here.
Heading to the capital.
If I'm right, yeah, all alliances are gone. So confirm.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
Yes, we're going to make our guys loyal, and now we're going to finish ships of the line in a second. And hopefully the war also ends in a second. There we go, ships of the line, dreadnoughts and lancers, and we take... what do we need there? Could go into alien robotics, or that purpose in fact. Maybe this one, radium warships, would also be very useful. Space Medical Center would also be very useful relatively soon when we need to make more money, so let's take this. And everything else goes into exotic materials now. And let's finish the mission phase and then design a ship and call it a day. So 82%. Come on, come on, come on.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We do have 200 MC basically available. That's a decent amount.
Mission complete.
Declare war on Vietnam here. Of course, we're going to call in only the USA. Ah, yeah, right, because Indonesia and Australia are gone. So that's fine with me. South Arabia. Improved coil cannon. Oh yeah, we need this one as well. Ooh, almost forgot that. So, improved coil cannon. Please, here, 10k as well. Very important.
The LZ is secure.
98%, likely some remain. Okay, interesting. We took almost 25% damage on. Oh, this one is down to 42%. Crazy. Okay, and yeah, we're going to finish these wars here in the next episode. But our super state here is really complete now. And it can only get significantly better from here. Our emissions are up to 5.09 billion again. Crazy. Yeah, let's have a look at our ship classes again. We don't have the bad versions anymore, and we do have 1 flagship and 2 siege at Earth and Mars. Now we're going to design a main ship class here. It could, for example, be the Dreadnought here, which has a lot of hull hardpoints. I do like the idea here. Yeah, Dreadnought, Lancer as a 4-point hard. Do we even have a 4-point weapon? Oh yeah, we do have one. Final Siege Coiler. Ooh, this one is even. This one is punching even harder. But no. I do like this one. And the battleship here has 6 hardpoint, 2 nose point. And the Dreadnought has 8 hull point and 3 nose. Let's use the Dreadnought. This is campaign, so space superiority here. Adamant, no, not 5 at the back here. We don't want that. We are going to stay like 10 here in front, yes. And okay, I think we need to reevaluate a lot of things here. We're not going to use teardrop, come on. Seriously, we are not going to use teardrop. Okay, let's start at the back here. We should have just done it. So we are going to... Oh, the thrust is in fact higher of them. Combat thrust 5 times. 15 times. The KPS is better, and KPS is what I want. Okay, power plant. Of course, these ships are in the end just static in orbit, and that's all they need to do. Ah, wait, so we already have battery, we have tin droplet radiator, yes. Now, the nose weapon is going to be the heavy siege coiler here. And now the question is, what are we going to slap on the hull here? Of course, they're going to need point defense. 2 should be enough, though. And now, I do think that I just want to have a lot of small ones. Which means a lot of ships, a lot of shots. How do I use a double? I could do something like do the big mix here, basically. Yeah, let's do the mix. I like this. Utility. We need to do utility. So we do need targeting computer, of course. We do need the sodium heatsink, of course. Salvage bay. Maybe. Component iron, no. ECM, probably. Flag bridge, no. Repair bay, no, because we are in Earth orbit. Flag bridge we don't need to have. Vector thrusters, no. This one can't hurt here. Magazine we don't need to. So maybe it's component armor, in fact. Marines, no. Repair bay, no. Space lab? No. No. Okay, so anything we can do. And maybe we will find something later on. So this will be the coil. I don't know. Main gun. Main gunnery here, basically. 8 kps, slightly too small. 10 kps. I really want 10 kps, I think. Okay, safe design. Yes. And when our shipyards are finished, when these new shipyards are done, we are going to start. We're going to produce 6 of each on Earth and Mars. It's going to be 2048 MC that we are going to produce in one go. Yeah, and then the question is, are the servants still far over their cap here? Yes, they are still. So we only need a very small ship with 1 marine. Which means we are going to need something like design a ship class here. We are going with a gunship. This is not a gunship, this is a gunship. In fact, we can just take an escort here. Yeah, escort is enough. We're just going to slap a marine in here. In fact, we could just do troop carrier here. Design. Let's put point defenses on it. No, in fact, I have a good idea here. Ah, the rockets are not done yet. Okay, but basically we can design this next time. Yeah, this is good. We can reduce the fuel, of course, because we also don't need that much here. Also, we don't need armor here. I think I'm going to do something like this. That's all. So we can go even lower here. 10 kps. Yes, perfect. Maybe even 5 only. We don't need a heatsink here, probably. Because we can just work with the radiators. Because these ones shouldn't go into a battle. Which means we could instead use the liquid hydrogen here. To make this one even more cost efficient if we wanted to. But let's keep a heatsink here just in case. Because it explodes if something goes wrong. So hull weapons. Let's do it like this. And then we just, yeah. And this is going to the marine. We can still change it if we need to. I know. And afterwards we could do the troop carrier. It's like 60 days. We just need 1 or 2 on Mars, maybe 2, 3 in fact. Wait a second. What is the combat rating of these ones here? 6. Maybe we... You know what, let's just skip the heat thing here. Let's skip the heat thing here. Yep. And then we have 12 marine score here on it, which means that with 2 or 3 of them we can take over everything we want here. Protectorate 11 score, so 2 of them will be enough. 2 of them will be enough here as well. 2, yeah. So we probably only need 2 of them, and then we can take over everything that is here on this planet. That's good. Yeah, that's exactly what we want to do. And next episode, that's going to happen because, yeah, we just wait for our shipyards. We're going to wait for the improved coil cannon though. 12th of August. So long. Okay, no, we are going to get a research boost from the advice missions, and then... So it will be roughly in July probably, and our shipyards are going to finish when? Let's see. End of June. Yeah, okay, that's fine. We're going to wait for the tier 2 here, and then we make the ships we want to. That's going to be next episode, and that's going to be crazy because then the total war is declared by us. And of course, what we're also going to do is integrate the remainder here, which is just the Koreas and Japan. And then more or less got everything of the core territory done. So these are missing, of course. These 2 are missing here. Seoul, Tokyo, Osaka, Yangon. What? Kathmandu? Oh! Okay, that even has 34 million, so we can still take this one. Interesting. Didn't know it has that much population. That's nice. Won't complain. Mandalay is going to be integrated here. Ooh, Novosibirsk is also. So. Ah, yeah, Mongolia also has to be visited here. Okay, what of Russia is claimed here? Vladivostok, Irkutsk. Norilsk. Yeah, we are going to break Russia as the next one after we finished here, and then we are just going to do a cede territory to the Pan-Asian Combine. It's going to be another 10 million or something here, even more. 25, 20, 34, 40 maybe. Yeah. Going to be juicy. Yep. So, see you next time. Leave a like and subscribe. And soon we are at war.